We get one goal and we're right back in this thing, yeah? But right now, we are being so unoffensive, we might as well be a Hallmark Christmas movie.
Wouldn't you rather live in a Hallmark movie than in a horror movie?
Yes.
Like having a whole bunch of puppies is different.
Then all I'm gonna have to remember you by is a goldfish.
I love swanky parties.
We will fill the pool with ice.
Okay, if you guys want to be traditional.
Sappy. I could do swanky.
It was a I'm about to give birth move.
So you just brought this guy and his kid back here?
Yeah. I'm not completely crazy.
Mine looks more like a snow gorilla.
A Christmas gorilla thing.
Haven't moved in yet, and it's still just a barn.
Who knew reindeer liked candy canes?
Honey, I just want to make sure that you're sure. I'm sure. You're sure. I'm sure. You're sure. I'm sure. Why Florida?
But not as fun as Florida.
We can have fun in Florida. Florida will be great.
Florida's gonna look like this too, only more palm trees.
My neighbor has my jackhammer.
There is no such thing as enough when it comes to a Christmas feast.
Oh, a cow cruise. That sounds fun.
Snowmobiles, snowplow, a helicopter.
A little bird told me she doesn't have a Christmas tree.
You're sure. I'm sure.
Why are we friends again?
That's big. It's not. It was a small...
Yeah, that's definitely something.
Look, I don't...
Obviously doesn't love you.
When I get to birth calves.
Oh, you've obviously never met an unhappy reindeer. You get a lot of this.
Told you I knew their moves.
My first year as mayor, and I want things shaken.
You're in charge of fruitcake.
I swear she's gonna try to smuggle that thing in her suitcase.
You're sure. I'm sure.
God, what happened? Howdy, Kathy. Can't you see we're having a damn Hallmark moment here?
Mid-November, so I can spend the rest of the year curled up on the couch watching Christmas movies on the Hallmark Channel, not the Hallmark Movies and Mysteries Channel. There's a difference.
Against a turn.
Oh, God. That Hallmark movie she told me about with Danica McKellar.
There literally flew off the shelves. So you know this artist, Ver? Ver, their real name.
One final Bear piece.
Ver?
I heard Ver will be there. Does anyone know that I'm Ver? I'm Ver because Ver is... But if she finds out that I'm Ver, then no one can find out that I'm Ver.
Ver.
Bear at Bear's work.
Ver.
But that Ver and I are friends, and Ver...
Artist named Ver.
Restock for Ver. She's literally blowing up on social media, which makes me so proud. Ver's piece...
This Ver artist.
It's for Ver.
Ver debuted the next...
Is this the restock for Ver?
Promised we have another restock of Ver's...
Ver. Is it true
I'm sorry, what?
that you're her?
Who?
Like Ver's work. It's Bianca's assistant. Who is Ver?
To be Ver. It's with Bianca and told her I was Ver.
Ver.
Finally exposed Ver's identity once and for all. But thanks to Ver, you use your real name.
I'm sorry I didn't tell you that I was Ver.
What do you say, Bear?
No name, nobody. What are you?
I'm Ver.
Shocked, he falls off the ladder.
Hello up there. I seem to have fallen down. I'm still alive, but I'm very badly injured. I think my legs might be broken, but I'll try to stand up. Ah! Yes, they are broken. Perhaps you could toss me a Band-Aid or some antibacterial cream. I'm in an extraordinarily large amount of pain. The bone has gone through the skin. I fear it might be gangrenous. The wound is beginning to smell a little like almonds. Merry Christmas!
Happy Christmas, Harry. Happy Christmas, Ron. Merry Christmas, Harry Brown!
Yeah.
Merry Christmas, Fred.
Merry Christmas, Bob.
Merry Christmas!
Merry Christmas to you, Mama.
Merry Christmas, pal.
Merry Christmas.
There we go. Oh, well. Welcome to the Christmas Summit Podcast, the official broadcast of Christmas Aficionado. Since the late 1990s, Hallmark has aired nearly 500 plus Christmas movies. While individual preferences may vary, I decided to tackle what I believe are the top 100 Christmas movies of all time. But before I release my official rankings, I plan on doing a series of live broadcasts with my fellow Hallmark podcasters and YouTube friends, asking them to suggest what they believe I should consider. So with that being said, I brought on 4 special guests today, and we've had a little trouble getting on, but you all finally made it. We are all live. Welcome everybody to the Christmas Summit Podcast. How's everyone doing?
The air here is great. The food is
So good.
wonderful. Thank you.
You're welcome. Why don't I introduce each one of you at a time? And I have a question that the same question I'm going to ask for everybody. But so up first, Dara from Dear Hallmark. Every week, Dara gives us updates of news and reviews of her favorite Hallmark movies and TV shows. Dara, we finally got you on the channel after 3 tries. I know it's hard. It's your schedules is very, very tight, but I'm glad you made some time for us today. What was your first Hallmark Christmas movie that you ever saw?
Oh my word. It's hard for me to answer that question because they all blur, because I was also watching Up TV Christmas movies as well. But the earliest one that I'll say that sticks out was probably Bride for Christmas with Andrew Walker and Ariel Keppel.
Okay. I don't remember that one, but
oh, it's good. Oh, it's good. I think it's his first one, if I'm not mistaken. It's really good. We got Kimberly Sustad as her sister. It's good,
okay.
Joe. You gotta watch it.
I've seen that. Now that you said Kimberly Sustad, I remember that movie because I was like, oh, she's really good. And then she, then she became really good. So, all right. Next, Ben from Pepper Tree Villa. Every Monday night, Ben, Arnie, Doug, and Sherry make drinks. They review a Hallmark movie. They give Trader Joe reviews. And Sherry makes a bunch of crafts. Ben, you also put out Life of Ben, a weekly video, mostly trying foods, ranting about Papa John's and Burger King. Welcome, Ben. I'm going to ask you the same question. What was your favorite Hallmark? What was your first Hallmark Christmas movie you ever saw?
Oh my gosh, considering that I've been a longtime viewer of Hallmark movies, even before the Hallmark Channel was created, I was watching the Hallmark Hall of Fame on CBS and NBC, and for years, those are always really, really solid films, which made the Hallmark Channel think, oh, you know what? We can do this 40 million times every year now and get the same results. Well, it doesn't always work. But I would say the most memorable Christmas film that I remember as my first Hallmark movie was probably The Most Wonderful Time of the Year.
Okay.
Which it's one of those gold standard films that it really set the standard for what the countdown to Christmas really is.
Yeah, the Fonz. Yep,
and I'm sorry, but Henry Winkler needs to be in more movies.
I second that.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yep. And returning once again is my favorite co-host of the Christmas Morning Podcast. While sometimes overshadowed by Helga the Witch and Mrs. Claus, Shannon joins Scott and Bran on the monthly Christmas parties. Welcome back, Shannon. What was your first Hallmark Christmas movie?
Hello, Joe, and I'm happy to be here. My first, I can remember it, was The Christmas Card. I was living in Florida at the time. This was probably 2009, so maybe it just came out. And I was like, what is this? And I didn't understand. It was so cheesy, and I loved it so much. And I was like, I need to watch this again now. So yeah, I remember it very well. Very well.
Interesting enough, That's the movie that you always see on Facebook. Everyone asks, when are they showing the Christmas
When is it
card?
gonna be on?
Oh
Yeah.
my God.
Yes.
Just look it up on Google. You'll find it.
Yeah.
But anyways, what's very interesting is that no one has, this is the 5th round. Not one person has ever suggested that to be in the top in their movies. So I always find that interesting because it's so loved on Facebook groups, but it's not here. So, but you liked it, so I'm sure. But obviously you didn't bring it. So
It was very close to me bringing it, but my other ones kind of like I liked them more. So
okay. So and finally is Sarah from Haul Out to Hallmark. I watched Sarah's Christmas Con video from December. I really enjoyed it. Sarah gives us Hallmark reviews on Instagram and on her YouTube channel. And when booking the show, I reached out to Sarah only to discover, and brace yourselves everybody, Sarah is only 16 years old. So I made sure I got her mom's permission, which is a first for me. I've never had to ask someone's mom to make sure, hey, can your daughter come on to my podcast? But welcome, Sarah. I don't mean to call out your age because you're very good at your reviews.
Oh, you're good.
Okay, but I hate to ask, but what was your first Hallmark Christmas movie you ever saw? And
I honestly cannot remember my first Hallmark Christmas movie, but I can remember the first Hallmark movie I watched, which was Pumpkin Everything. But like back in the day, I used to watch them with my mom, and it was some royal one, I think, with Lacey Chabert. I could never remember the name of it, but something like that. And I just loved watching all Hallmark movies ever since.
I can't. When you say back in the day, that was not that long ago for us. But I
that hit me too, Joe. That hit me.
It's okay. It's okay. We're
few years, 5 years ago,
everyone gets older. It's fine. So, anyways, thank you all for joining. You guys didn't really get a chance to say hello to each other before we got started. So, obviously, Dara, Ben, Shannon, Sarah. Everybody, this is the group for today. We are going to do this. Everyone gave me 5 Christmas movies to discuss. We're going to do one at a time. The last picks are from 2025 because we can now add those movies into the mix. At the very end, you each get to choose one of the movies that was presented today, but they cannot be ones that you suggested. So those 5 movies will then go on to my list, and I have to include them in my Hallmark 100 video that I'm putting out this year. Let it?
That sounds fun.
All right. So we're going to get started here, and we're going to go through one at a time. Let me bring up my list, make sure I have everybody's right. Okay. So, Dara, you are up first. Your first movie you suggested, Sealed with a List.
The King, Evan Roderick. We have Katie Finley. We have Enemies to Lovers. We have New York. We have quippy dialogue. We have New Year's Eve. I feel like you can't miss with this. This one just like overtook me. I loved it. Their chemistry was everything. It felt so contemporary, and I had no notes, and I feel like it deserves to be on the list.
Okay. What do you all think of Sealed with a List?
I've never seen it, but I love Evan Rodnick, so now I really want to see it.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
I love Katie Finlay. Finlay?
Mm-hmm.
One of my favorites. So this one was definitely a really good one. We're off to a great start.
What year was this movie released?
I want to say 2023.
Okay.
Or 22.
Or I think it was 24. I think it was part of, was it 24 maybe? It's last year, I believe, right?
No, last year was a different one. Yeah.
I think this was 23.
It wasn't last year.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, last year being 2024, you mean? Because
that's what I meant. Yeah.
No, I believe.
Great.
I believe this came out either 22 or 23, but I think Dara's right. It was 23. So, I love Katie Finley. We'll see her again on this list. Just FYI. I was very angry she was not in any movies this year because she is.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because they are very good. I mean, I really,
Yeah.
yeah. Ben, what do you think of this one?
To be fair, I don't recall it, but that's not. Well, we watch every single Hallmark movie that comes out on our channel. Well, not on our channel, but I mean, we review every single movie, with a rare exception of maybe skipping over one that none of us really care for. But I don't recall this one, so I'll have to go back and check it out again, because if Dara is recommending it, it's most likely going to be one that I'll enjoy. So I'm going to go ahead and write it down.
Yeah, no, this is a really
Sorry.
good. I had this on my list, and then I had to take it off. In fact, there was four of my movies that I originally put down on my list. I always let the guests take first choice, and I had to find 4 new movies to add. So you all chose some really good movies that I like. So this was one of them. So Dara, I gave this one to you. So sealed with a list. Anything else on this one? Otherwise, we'll move on to the next choice. Okay. We got some comments coming. So Sarah is 16. Okay. Doug and I have owned Prepper Tree Villa for over 17 years. I think I'll go lay down and cry for a moment. So
That's so funny. It's okay. It's not that old.
Yeah. Okay. Ben, your first movie was Christmas at the Plaza.
Yeah, this film is from 2019. It stars Elizabeth Henstridge and Ryan Pavey. We've seen Elizabeth in a lot of the Mystery Island films, the first of which was directed by someone who we've had on our channel before, Nicholas Humphreys. He's a good friend of our channel. And she's also been in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., which is where some people may have seen her before. Ryan Pavey is very well known on the Hallmark Channel. He's done 2 Tickets to Paradise with Ashley Williams. He was in A Timeless Christmas. And he's actually done hundreds of episodes of General Hospital, which I didn't know. So the film also stars Julia Duffy, who was famous for her portrayal of Stephanie Vanderkellen on Newhart in the 80s, as well as taking up the reins of Delta Burke in Designing Women when Delta left the show. But I'm sure I'm really confusing a couple of people in here, but you know what? Oh, well. The story is about an archival historian played by Elizabeth Henstridge. She plays Jessica Cooper. She's hired to create a Christmas display at the Plaza Hotel. The Plaza's been around for over 100 years, and they have this ongoing history of always decorating for Christmas. They have hired Nick Pirelli, played by Ryan, to decorate the hotel. The two of them have an altercation when she first arrives, and they wind up having to work together to try and piece together this whole through line of a history of Christmas at the Plaza. It's a wonderful story. For me, the blend of the chemistry of the characters, the story itself, and the music really sets the tone. One amusing moments for me in this film, though, is when watching Elizabeth and her friend, who is an elf for a Santa setup. They're carrying around a tree that they supposedly bought at a tree lot, but you can tell that it's an artificial tree because it's got a metal pole that they're trying to set up everywhere. It's like really, really poorly done scene. But other than that, the film is delightful. And if you haven't seen it, it's a must watch for me.
Yeah, this is another one of those movies that I had on my list, and then Ben submitted it, and I was like, well, all right, I'll give that one to Ben as well. This is one of my favorite movies. I love the story about it. It's interesting. It's like a lot of these Hallmark ones where they're trying to solve a mystery or something like that. I just get so bored with. But this one was fun. I really liked it. What does everyone else think?
I think they definitely need to
one's
bring Ryan Paevey back and do more Hallmark movies because he's so good.
Ryan took a break from making movies for personal reasons, dealing with his family. But from what I understand,
Yeah.
he is coming back for 2026.
Yeah, I heard about that too. So I'm hoping that the movie gets announced soon because I love him.
Yeah, he's really he adds so much to any cast he's in.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I would definitely recommend this. I actually own this one in my iTunes account. I watch it all the time. So this
It's
was a
really
no-brainer.
cozy.
Yep.
It is.
Super cozy. And then obviously Christmas in New York is just, I'm from New York, so just, I don't know, those vibes. It's so good. I love that aspect to this movie. So I agree. This is definitely a must watch every season.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Okay. Well, so far 2 movies. Everyone's like, yes. But remember, you only get to choose one. So we've got 23 more to go. So I had to fall back on some of my favorites that I'm continuing to push. I have brought this movie 3 times. Most people are fine. Like, yeah, it's a fine movie, Joe, but come on, there's better ones. But I'm going to bring it again. The Christmas Ornament from 2013. This is one of my favorite movies. Kelly Martin, Cameron Matheson, Kelly Martin plays Kathy. She is trying to avoid holidays because her husband just died in the beginning of the year. She goes and meets Cameron Matheson, who owns a tree farm, and they begin to flirt with each other. Then she gets scared that she shouldn't move on until she receives a special ornament at the end. Great ending. Great story. This was a very early on Hallmark movie in 2013 that I thought was really well done. I love this movie. What do you all think?
I have not seen this one, so I'm
Okay.
going to defer to my constituents on this.
I have not seen it either.
I haven't seen it either.
Oh, wow.
Has anyone seen it? Anyone in the comments even?
No, Joe, I have seen this movie. It's been years since I watched it, but it prompted me to buy a Hallmark ornament that was featured in the 2013 collection. It's a white ceramic butterfly with a silver overlay on top of it. And just like what she does in the film, it hangs near the top of my tree every year.
Yeah, I have that same ornament. Oh, did you buy it the year that it came out?
Yes, I did. We saw the
Yeah.
film. We said, we have to go get that ornament.
I did not know.
Arnie and Doug,
Yeah.
Arnie
I
and
did
Doug
not-
have one, and I have one.
Yeah, I did not know at that year that they had put out an ornament. Otherwise, I would have grabbed it. So I went and bought it on eBay, and I'm not going to tell people what I spent on it because it goes for a lot of money on eBay. But I have that ornament. It sits at the top of my tree. In fact, we got a comment here. So Christmas ornament, we bought that ornament because of this movie. We put that butterfly at the top of our crystal tree every year. So yeah, it was the first time that Hallmark actually made a ornament that goes with a movie. You would think they would do that more often, but they don't. Yeah, so Christmas ornament. Ben's the only one who's ever seen it, so I guess there's not much discussion about it.
Well,
I'm sorry we failed you
Arnie
this
and Doug,
time.
Arnie and Doug in the chat also said that they've seen it. So it's Pepper Tree Villa. We hold this one up high. We like this film.
So go, Shannon, Sarah, Dara, go watch this one. Report back to me. Tell me what you think. It's really, really good.
Heard.
Will do.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So who's next here? Shannon, your first choice.
All right.
Crashing Through the Snow.
Yes. All right. So I'm going to give a little rundown on the movie first, if that's good. I know everybody's kind of doing it a little differently. So Maggie, played by Amy Acker, gets invited to Christmas at her ex-husband's new girlfriend's family's estate in Aspen. When new girlfriend Kate, who's played by Brooke Nevin, realizes that this will be Maggie's first Christmas away from her girls. Kate's brother Sam, who's played by Warren Christie, is a handsome chef. He's been living in Japan, and he decides to surprise his family by coming home for Christmas. And he and Maggie basically begin to hit it off when he offers to help Maggie win Christmas if she will help him in return create a pitch deck for a restaurant idea he has. So this movie was released in July of 2021. So it was actually for Christmas in July, not during the Christmas season. And it was kind of the first movie, I don't know if this is officially, but I'm saying it's the first movie Hallmark did where it felt like old Hallmark was finally going to let there be more adult themes and conversations and execute them well. You have a divorced couple that's co-parenting. They're friends, and they're actually handling co-parenting well overall. You know, there's some things that come up throughout the movie that shows they have to have more conversations about those things. You have a new relationship with her ex-husband, and that person is not trying to destroy their relationship. She's trying to blend the family together and make friends with Amy's character. And then, I mean, I'm burying the lead here, but the romance between Warren Christie and Amy is amazing. It's steamy, it's spicy, there's amazing chemistry. You've got the kiss in the hot springs at night, which was, I think, very steamy for Hallmark in 2021. The racquetball scene, if you haven't seen it, go watch these. And then the last scene of the movie is the staircase scene, and that kiss, it's just like such an excellent scene. So overall, between like just the adult themes and that chemistry, I think it's really well done. You have a normal modern family dynamic that Hallmark is showing, and it really nails the complexities without overdoing it. And I think it also makes the relationship between Maggie and Sam a little bit more realistic, because at the end, it does show that they're going to try it, but they are recognizing it is complicated. Whereas a lot of Hallmark movies just want to show like, hey, now we're in love and everything's going to be happily ever after. But it doesn't really make you think that. So I really love this movie. All around, I just think for 2021, it shone really bright and was a gem for new Hallmark. And I watch it every year. So it's a favorite for sure.
Okay. Everyone, what do everyone think?
Yeah, I remember
love
feeling
Warren
how
Christie, so-
different. Sorry, go ahead, Sarah.
No, you can go.
I feel like we're on that work Zoom where people are
Yes.
over each other.
Yeah.
But I definitely know what you mean, Shannon. Like I remember having that feeling of like, oh, this ain't my mama's Hallmark anymore. Like this is something that's different. And I remember feeling that with this movie. And I feel like it did set the tone of like a shift, a paradigm shift in for Hallmark movies. And it's definitely, and it was good. Yeah, like it was good.
Yes.
It was
Yeah.
really good.
Yes. For sure. For sure. That's exactly what I thought, and why I thought it needed to be on this list.
Yeah.
Sarah, what were you saying?
Yeah, I haven't seen it, but I love Warren Christie, and from what you said to it, it sounds good because I love when they don't just focus only on the love and there's more to it, or like the love is a little more complicated. So it sounds really good.
Mhm. Yeah, you definitely should watch it for sure.
I will. I'll put it on my list.
Ben?
Warren Christie is always a delight. Anytime he's on the screen, for me, it's going to be at least a 7 out of 10 stars for me.
At least.
Oh yeah. Oh, yeah.
Should be like 8 out of 10.
I have a
Yeah.
secret crush. I have a secret crush on Amy Acker. She was on Angel, which was a TV show in the early 2000s that I loved. So, when she started showing up on Hallmark, I was very, very happy about that. This movie's really good because divorce was not something that was talked about on old Hallmark. That just didn't exist. And this was the first time that not only was divorce talked about, but there was actually like showing the couple argue with each other, which you would never have seen before. So
for sure,
I thought, I think this was a changing point. Plus, how often do we get a good movie during Christmas in July. It's very, very rare.
Right.
Most of them are off.
Oh, just you wait. Just you wait.
I'm hoping this year we're going to get some good ones. I'm hoping, something that hasn't aired on Hallmark Plus before. So, all right, Sarah, your first pick.
Yes.
Christmas by Sarah.
Oh, so good. I absolutely love this movie. Basically, it's about this girl, Annie, played by the amazing Kimberly Sustad, and her family owns a cafe called the Starlight, but Holt Enterprises is trying to shut it down, and Holt Enterprises is owned by Paul Campbell's character, which is called William, and it's his son, who's William, and he is trying to take down her cafe, but he promises to her that he won't do it if she works with her, so they work together, and they become enemies to friends and eventually friends to lovers. But at the end, Paul Campbell's character, William, he tells one of his work friends that he's still going to be shutting the cafe down. And Annie gets really upset and walks away like a girl boss. And she is so mad. And it's iconic, the scene, because Kimberly is so good at being sad. And she plays this role so well. But then eventually the cafe is saved. And obviously they live happily ever after because it's a Hallmark movie. But I thought that this movie has all the feels. I rewatch it all the time, especially when I was wrapping gifts this year. I love watching it then. And it's a powerhouse duo. Paul Campbell and Kimberly Sustad are amazing. And it gives such Christmas spirit vibes. It's like that classic old Hallmark movie with like the best Christmas spirit. So it's definitely one of my favorites.
Yeah, this is a classic. What else can you say? You have the dynamic pairing of Kim and Paul, and they wrote this one too, so it's like,
yes,
what are you gonna do?
Makes it better.
Yeah, this is one that I may have put on my list. It was definitely one I considered for sure. This is I think it's the first time I actually saw Paul and Kim together in a movie. From my experience, and I was just like, oh my gosh, like I have to see them more. And they're just so good together. You're absolutely right. Like they're such a powerhouse couple. So yeah, this is a great movie.
And I believe this is the first one they wrote together, I think, which made it so cool, and it made it like you knew that they were such a good duo.
Well, it's obvious they understand the genre of Hallmark and the audience that gravitates towards these films. Kimberly was incredible in The 9 Lives of Christmas, which was done 12, 13 years ago now. And Paul, the previous year, had done Window Wonderland, where he was trapped inside a department store with his love interest. And the two of them have been able to take their knowledge of previous films that they've been in, study, and bring together what really creates a fun story for a Hallmark movie at Christmas time.
Yeah, this has become a classic for me.
So I like this movie. But I have a couple of beefs with it. I think what's really strong is their chemistry together, and also the dialogue and everything in this movie. But it does fall on the traditional of, oh, where are we going to have this event at? And, oh, the big bad property developer trope, and all the things that old Hallmark still did, which they've obviously been moving away from that, which is great. That's the only problem I have with this movie is it falls back on so many of those traditional things that we saw like over and over and over again in the 2010s. But Paul and Kimberly work so well together that I think that's what makes this movie strong. So
I will add, this is also basically a flip of 2 Weeks Notice with Sandra Bullock and Hugh Grant, which is basically, this is kind of like a rip out of that book, which is what happens in 2 Weeks Notice. He's trying to close some type of community center that she's trying to fight for it, and then she ends up becoming his lawyer and da-da-da-da-da.
So they copied it.
Copy is a strong word, because I'm gonna give my girl Kim more credit than that, because I know a lot of 90s, like she loves 90s rom-coms, so I know that heavily informed this movie.
Okay. I'm joking.
Influenced by it, yeah.
All right. Well, those are our first
Influence.
5. Those are the first 5 movies. We still have 20 more to go. So we should probably let's try to speed
Pick it
up
up.
just pick it up a little bit because
Yeah.
otherwise we'll be here for 3 hours. So next, Dara, your second choice. Take me back.
This
for
is that
Christmas.
Christmas in July magic. This was Christmas in July 2023. Vanessa Lenges? I'm not sure how to. Lenges? She's the Christmas in July queen to me. This one was written and directed by Corey Sevier and his wife, who Corey Sevier is our leading guy in this. And you'll see the dual photos right there because this one is that alternate reality plot where she wishes for a better life, and I'll use that in quotes. But when she gets that alternate reality, she's not married to her husband. And so throughout the movie, she's trying to win her husband back. But the caveat is she has to do it by Christmas Eve. And the fashions are fashioning. You see yet another New York in the background. I don't know what it is with New York, but it's just doing something for me for my choices, apparently. But this movie was such a good cocktail of humor and heart and warmth and cozy and contemporary for Hallmark. And I just think Vanessa and Corey like knocked it out of the park in terms of chemistry as well. And I always am a sucker for an alternate reality what if type of plot. So this one just had me at hello. So
Vanessa Lenges was not someone I really enjoyed watching before. I mean, she's fine. This movie was like, holy crap. this she can act, and she really this was a huge shock for me because I came away loving this movie. Love it.
it's a sleeper hit, I feel like.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I would agree
I
with
might
you
be
on
in
that.
the.
It's
Oh.
a sleeper.
Sorry.
No, that's fine. I agree. It's a sleeper hit. I actually like Corey Sevier. He's fun to watch in the things that he does. This film, we've seen alternate universe films before, and this one, for me, it's just kind of a run of the mill take on that type of genre, but it was still a good, fun watch.
I may be in the minority. I disliked this movie.
Oh.
There are several factors to this. I think the part I didn't like was I understand emotional manipulation with Hallmark movies, okay? But this felt overly emotionally manipulative about like the mom being alive and now you have to go back. And it was like, I don't know. It felt like it was too much for me in that regard. I think if you adjusted that part of the movie, it would have been a lot better. That was the part that I was like, are you kidding me right now? Like, what are we doing? So I might be in the minority there. It was not my favorite. So.
Sarah, have you seen this one?
I haven't seen it, so it looks good though. So
Yeah, it's very good. I say it is manipulation. I mean it is. At the end, they really do, but it works so well. And as Mark says here, it makes you tear up at the end. And Take Me Back for Christmas sounds like a dream for Christmas. So yeah, it's I find it funny because Corey Sevier's wife continues to write these movies for him to star in with other actresses and make these romantic movies, but they work so well because they also did Christmas for Noel Christmas or whatever it was.
Noel Next Door.
Yes, Noel Next Door.
Yeah.
That was one of my favorites. That's actually was one that is going to be on the list because someone chose it. So yeah, they although they haven't done this is probably the last one they did for a while. I haven't seen one from him and her writing duo. So hopefully they'll continue. So, okay. All righty. So next up, Ben, your second choice. Jolly Good Christmas.
This one is set in London. It stars Will Kemp and I think it's Reshma Shetty. She hasn't been in very many movies, and I think this is the only thing that she's done for the Hallmark Channel. But she was a regular on Royal Pains, which was a kind of medical funny kind of thing on the USA Network several years ago. Will Kemp is the male interest in this film. He plays an architect from America living in London who has been dating his boss's daughter for 3 months and is trying to find the perfect Christmas gift for her after he bumps into Angie, who is played by Rajma. She is a kind of a gift whisperer, and they work together to try and find the perfect Christmas gift for his friend of 3 months, only to find out that maybe the gift card that he had originally purchased for her was possibly the most logical thing because the two of them really had nothing in common. But the relationship between David, who is the architect, and Angie, who is the gift whisperer, their relationship is palpable. And it becomes apparent through the entire film. It's a really fun watch. It's a really, really cute story. Really, really well done. And I love the fact that they did it in London and you could see everything that was shot in London. It was just a beautiful setting. And I've seen this movie about 3 times since it was released in 2022. And I really should be cycling it through my regular schedule of Christmas movies that I watch every year because it is a really good watch.
I don't like this one. I have to be honest. It wasn't awful, but I think I just looked it up. It was very low on my rankings for 22. I think my biggest complaint is that they had Will Kemp doing an American accent.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, it's like let him. Why does he have to be an American dude? You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that was my biggest problem with that movie. But yeah, I that's my 2 cents.
Yeah, I love Will Kemp,
I
but an
enjoyed
American
it.
accent is not it.
No, that was weird, especially since they were in London. Like, why did you do that?
Yeah, exactly. He wasn't necessary.
Yeah. If he used his regular accent, I think this could have been a knock out of the park. Because I did enjoy the movie, but it was a hard hurdle getting over his accent for that.
I think it would have worked better because I think if they were like, why does he have to be an American? Like, why can't they just have 2 British people? And
Yeah, and like Shannon said, in London doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but
I liked the movie, but I kind of am like, it feels middle of the road, but it's definitely like more of like middle liked, but it's not one I automatically, it's not a big go-to for me. But I loved that it was set in London. There was like good Christmas vibes, I feel like.
Yes.
So.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Next is my second choice. I think it's my choice. Yep. All right. My second choice. Love Lights Hanukkah. This was a movie starring Ben Savage and Mia Kirshner. Mia plays Christina, who takes a DNA test, discovers her family, her mom specifically, and discovers that she's also Jewish, where she meets Ben Savage's character, who's a friend of the family. They sort of kind of get together. Boy meets world fan right here. Love Ben Savage. Having him in a Hallmark movie was amazing. This was one of those Hallmark Hanukkah that was really well done. That was not, hey, let me teach you about Hanukkah here. Let's light these lights. But first we got to decorate the Christmas tree. That didn't happen. You know, this was all about Hanukkah. It was really well done. They both had really good chemistry together. This was one of my favorites. So.
Yeah, I like this one because I'm Jewish,
I
so I
haven't seen
always
this
love the
one.
Hanukkah movies. But sometimes they can be cringy for sure
Yeah.
because it's like so stereotypical sometimes. But this one was really good. I liked it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
I've
haven't
never
seen this
actually
one, so I have
seen
to
it.
check it out.
I've seen parts of it. Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
Ben, you've seen this one?
I don't recall.
There's so many. I mean, there are so many movies. It's hard to remember
are.
sometimes. Yeah. Yeah. No, this is.
Do you know what year it was released?
I want to say 21, maybe. Like it was in the.
It was something around that.
Yeah,
That sounds
20.
right.
It was in the 2020s. So.
Well, my gut tells me that I would probably enjoy it because while Countdown to Christmas is always the push between October and December, anytime there is a movie that features Hanukkah in it, I think Hallmark goes out of their way to make sure that the story is tooled in a way that you're going to like the story and it draws you into Hanukkah as the holiday to be focused on for that film as well. They always do a really good Hanukkah film.
Yeah.
That's true. All theirs have been pretty good.
All right. 2020.
Oh, Arnie said 2020. There we go.
So, it was a big surprise for me. And I think this is when they started actually making good Hanukkah movies. Because if you watch any of the earlier ones, they're kind of cringy. So, but, okay. Next is Shannon, your second one. Love at the Thanksgiving Day Parade.
So you took it.
All right. So I
I'm
love
with
this
them on
movie.
there.
Oh,
Well, Dari,
amazing.
You should have
This
got
is-
your list in early.
That's on me then.
I
That's
was
on me,
worried.
but I'm
I said
glad
someone's
someone
going to
put
get
it
it
up
in
there.
first. Yeah, I was like, someone's going to get this in first. So I need to make sure I get some that I like. Because, yeah, I had a feeling other people really like this movie. It's a classic movie. You've got a lot of old tropes, like the big city financial consultant who's played by Antonio Cupo. He comes to town, he's hired to cut costs. And then you have Autumn Reeser, who basically she's a parade coordinator for the Chicago Thanksgiving Day Parade. And, you know, of course they clash because they're at odds, but then she tries to work together with him and show him what she loves about the parade. But it's just like there's so much it's just really funny for like that time period. It's like definitely the old comedy vibes. Autumn Reeser is so freaking charming. After that movie, I was like obsessed with watching all of her movies after that because I just think like she was at her most charming. The vintage clothing in this movie is incredible and I love vintage. So that's an easy sell for me. She has a friend named she has a friend played by Ali Lieber in the movie, and she owns the vintage shop. So that's like a big part of it. They're just always in really cute outfits, and it's really funny and charming. And there's this silly little love story. She's engaged to this total buffoon character, and that's kind of just a hilarious side note. And then her and Antonio Cupo hit it off more than you think they should because it's such like a cheesy character, like a cheesy, like traditional male Hallmark character, but there's something about their chemistry that just works. And when you find out his backstory, it's kind of really sweet. And for some reason, it's just one of those movies that works from the early like 2010s of Hallmark. And I love it. I see it, like I watch it like every year, and I can't say enough.
Dara's
Dara's
ahead,
clearly,
Dara.
clearly like
go
this
ahead, Dara.
movie.
This movie is so funny. I think people underestimate the
Yes.
comedy that this movie has. Like this leaned so heavily into the comedy. The drinking scene alone where she thought she was drinking
Oh.
champagne, but it was actually ginger ale and she
Yes.
thought she was drunk. Like it's hilarious. Like
So good.
we're starting to get that kind of comedy again, but this lets you know what Hallmark Channel was made of, like back then. Like
For
this,
sure.
like you said, Shannon, their chemistry. I mean, you said it. I don't want to add more. This was just perfect.
No, you get it. Like same vibes right now.
Yes, yes.
I've never seen it, but now I want to watch it because you guys are so excited about it.
Put this on the top of your list. This is on the top of your
Okay, at the top. I got it.
Sarah,
No,
you have
it's a fun watch.
Sarah, you have hundreds and hundreds of movies to watch.
Yeah, my list. I got to get the Hallmark checklist app out and add all of them.
Yeah, no, I really like this one. I forget which one. It was either Dara or Shannon asked me if this was considered a Christmas movie, and I said yes. He's wearing a Santa suit, so
Yes,
of course it is. You know, it came out at Christmas. Yeah, I think it's a fun movie. I don't know if I have the same passion as Dara has for it, but I think I think it's a very, very, very good choice. So cool. All right, we're gonna move on. Sarah, your second pick, The Santa Claus.
Okay. Another Kimberly Sustad one. She's one of my favorites, of course. But this is about Kate, who's played by Kimberly Sustad. Her dad owns a business called the North Star Training Academy to train Santas. And she ends up working with Ben, whose character's name is Dan. And Kate describes Dan as a walking red flag, but eventually when they work together, they discover this Santa who is very dazed and confused, and they take him to the Santa Training Academy where the iconic Paul Campbell makes a surprise appearance, playing himself, which is actually so fun. I thought that was one of like the best Hallmark moments, Hallmark characters ever, because he plays himself. And I thought this movie was so fun. They become kind of enemies to friends to lovers, I guess you could say, especially like exes to lovers. And it has the best makeout in Hallmark history, in my opinion, when they make out in the car. I thought that, I was like, whoa, like for Hallmark, this is a lot. So I thought that was really good. And at the end, they win the Christmas Cup, and it's so much fun. Also, this movie's so unique. I feel like I've never seen a Hallmark movie like it or even another Christmas movie like it. The cast was great. They cast so many funny, great people. It was so funny. And it shows true Christmas spirit and working togetherness, and I love that.
this movie's hilarious.
It
And
is.
it's like so funny. And I laughed so hard at the scene with they have to go to the mall and they're sitting there. Each one sits there and the kids just come
Yes.
at them like aggressively. It's hilarious. It's
So
written by
funny.
Russell Hainline, who also wrote Hot Frosty, and he wrote Three Wisest
I love
Men
him.
and Merry Christmas, Ted
Yes.
Cooper. So a bunch of yeah, it's a
He
really
writes
fun
so
one.
many good movies. He's my favorite
So
Hallmark
many.
writer. I love him.
For sure.
Yeah. Yeah, everything Paul Campbell does in his cameo in this film is hilarious. It is just
Yes.
spot on perfect.
And the Andrew Walker line is so funny.
I am waiting for the big Hallmark movie where they do some sort of thing where, and I thought about this as like, what if they did something that was like loves, and I saw someone wrote a book about it, but it was like Love at Christmas Con, and you let all the actors and actresses play themselves, and you have like the most exaggerated way while there's like all together. Like I just, for some reason, I want to see that movie. You want to see that Lacey Chabert is like the worst person on the planet.
Yes.
You want to see that, that someone like one of them is really, really dumb, like just like playing themselves, but exaggerated versions, just like Paul Campbell does in this, because it works so well when they go that meta. I also love that it was a Santa movie. So for me, a Hallmark Christmas Santa movie that actually is somewhat magical and, feels like they put some money to it, which is something that they don't always do. 2025's Lacey Chabert movie this year, but we'll not talk about that one. Yeah, just calling that out because it was bad. But this movie is great. I do really love it. So, all right. Just because Chad is on the line, Christmas cousin Chad. Hey everyone, loving tonight's episode. I'm starstruck by the amazing guest here tonight. P.S. Joe's hair always looks great, but tonight is just downright perfect. Wow, just wow. Kudos, Joe. So, yes.
Hi, Chad.
Hello, Chad.
Hi.
Chad always brings up Joe's Lego hair. It's like, oh my gosh, it
I don't think
never
it's
moves.
I don't think it's doing great things today, but that's fine. So, oh Lord. All right. Dara, your third one. Holiday Hotline.
Something about 2023 just did it for me because this is another 2023 submission. This is a Thanksgiving to Christmas movie, which I feel like is different. And this one stars Emily Tennant, Niall Mater, who is having a moment right now, and I'm so happy for him. After leaving London, Abby connects with an anonymous caller while working at a cooking hotline. The caller is single dad John, who Abby unknowingly has become smitten with in real life. And so it's giving like You've Got Mail energy, but over like a cooking hotline. And even how it was shot, how they did the hotline with the like I don't know what that technical term is called, but like even how they showed like the caller on one end and the person on the hotline on the other was just quirky and whimsical. And I think this movie, again, as just a Thanksgiving to Christmas, like I think it scratched an itch that like or filled a hole that was started with Love of the Thanksgiving Day Parade. But now we got something that could also be in that kind of gives us a little bit of Thanksgiving and gives and then keeps it going until Christmas. So yeah.
I love this movie.
Yeah.
It's so good.
I vaguely remember it, but I love Nile Matter, and I think I remember thinking it was good, but it's been a while.
I would recommend going back and watching it if you don't remember it because it is a wonderful film. One of the side characters is played by an actor by the name of Michael Strickland, who found our channel trying to watch a New Year's resolution because he's a Canadian actor. It wasn't running at the time that Hallmark started running it. So he tuned into us, started watching us as we were doing a watch party where we watched the party and commented on it like Mystery Science 3000. And he has become a friend of our channel too. So anytime he has a new movie coming up, he'll usually reach out to us and then we'll interview him and we'll just hang out during one of our episodes of our live stream. He did it with this one, and I'm glad he did because this film was such a fun watch. Niall Mater is just great in his role in this film, and the chemistry that he has with Emily. It's just such a fun watch.
Yes, and it's a cozy one too.
Niall
This is a
Matter's
cozy snuggle one.
Yep.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Both of the leads are
I
actually
love
really
this
good
one.
in this one.
Yeah. So my favorite part of this is when they're on the hotline and she's in the room. The way they portray it, so it's not just on her. She's in the room with them talking. And for what I read, the writer actually contacted them and got real people, like examples of real people who called. So a lot of those ones are based on true stories of people calling in with their turkey problems. Some woman saying can she defrost the turkey using her electric blanket, and then all that kind of stuff. Like apparently that was somewhat real from what I read. So that's amazing. And
Wow.
also very scary. There are people out there.
Yeah.
Yes. Very scary.
Good choice. Good Thanksgiving Christmas movie. I really do love this one. So, all right. Ben, your third one. The Holiday Sitter.
Who said yes? This movie has really, I've really warmed up to this one every single time I watch it. It's just Jonathan Bennett, who came to fame by being in Mean Girls like 20 years ago, has become a real stalwart actor at Hallmark, and everything he does, I like. My sister's not a big fan of his because she doesn't like his big doe eyes that always look in the camera. It's like, Sherry, you got to get over it. He's a great actor. He always brings it every time he's on. This film is about Sam, who is he's a financial advisor, and he is a single gay man who is ready to go hang out in Hawaii by himself without family. His sister and his brother-in-law are expecting a baby, and the baby is an adoptive baby, and he gets called in to watch his niece and nephew while the two of them go off to retrieve the newborn. And he has no skills in the kitchen, which I can identify with. And he gets mixed up with the next door neighbor, who is a semi-contractor who was hired to get the nursery put together for the newborn. This is an actor, George Crissa is his name. He had done much as far as IMDb is concerned, but his and Jonathan's relationship on through the movie, really, really fun to watch. Sam hires Jason, played by George, to help him take care of his niece and nephew while his sister and brother-in-law are out of town retrieving the newborn. And their relationship just kind of blossoms throughout the whole film. The thing, though, is that Jason is wanting to have children on his own and is looking into adopting a child himself, whereas Sam, played by Jonathan, isn't really wanting to have any kids at all. But his attitude changes as the movie progresses, and he has warmed up to the idea. If you haven't seen the film, do yourself a favor, watch it. It's really fun. And if I'm not mistaken, this is the first Hallmark movie, Christmas or otherwise, first Christmas movie that was centered around a gay relationship without it being the side story. It was the featured story for the movie, which I think is historical for Hallmark Channel. But it was just a really, really, like Dara says, cozy watch.
Yeah, this being the first time that Hallmark centered the story around the two male leads romantically, like, was huge. But then it's just also really funny. Like, Jonathan Bennett is just he's always great. Like, I love him. I think pretty much any movie he can make just awesome. And this, the story was fantastic. And it was just a lot of fun. So I agree with you, Ben. I like this movie.
I haven't seen this one.
Yeah, I haven't seen
So I'll have to check it out.
Dara,
do
you have to,
yourself
yeah,
a
for
favor.
sure.
Do yourself a favor. If you got Hallmark Plus, look it up right away. It's a really good watch.
You know what this movie it basically reminds me of every time I've seen it is Uncle Buck. If you remember Uncle Buck, the John Candy movie.
That's exactly it. Yep.
It's basically Uncle Buck. It's a retelling of Uncle Buck, except he's a little bit more competent than Uncle Buck.
Okay,
but,
I saw that movie. Yeah.
So, I think this is really good. I think Jonathan Bennett's really good in this one. It's a fun film. It has a lot of historical precedence because of the couple, but to me it was just a fun movie to watch and I enjoyed it. So okay, all right, my third option. I love Lacey Chabert, except for her 2025 movie, but her 2020 movie was amazing.
Ooh.
The Christmas Waltz. So Lacey Chabert, Will Kemp with an accent. He's a dancer in this one. She breaks up with her fiance. They were going to get dancing lessons together for the wedding. She couldn't get a refund, so she just took the dancing lessons. And of course, all of a sudden, he was her favorite, essentially. And they built a relationship around it. And when his dance partner got stuck in traffic, Lacey Chabert's character steps up at the end and does this wonderful dance at the end. I'm not a big dance movie person. I could care less about any of that. But what was really good was their relationship together. There's two moments in this movie that are fun. One where they're almost like doing the Singing in the Rain type dance routine on the street. Very unique, very different. I really loved that. And my second favorite thing about this movie is the reality of an apartment in the city. They go to his mom's house, which is completely filled with people and crowded. It's not this giant luxury apartment. It's a small, tiny little apartment with a tiny little stove and a whole bunch of people crowded around, and it felt real. All these Hallmark movies with these giant mansions, just that most people don't own. This one felt real, and it was really well done. This is, to me, is besides Out to Holly, which I think is probably her best one. This was my favorite one up until then. So.
Yeah,
What
Will
was
and
your
Lacey are super good together. I think this might have been the one I was telling you at the beginning. I forgot the name of, but this one is really good, and I love this one too.
What was Lacey's film from 2024? We played an archaeologist, kind of like Indiana Jones.
Oh, The Christmas Quest.
Oh, Christmas Quest. Yeah, with Palaha.
Yeah.
I like
Hated that
one.
movie. Hated it.
Really?
Yeah, we could have passed on that.
I thought it was middle of the
Hated it.
road.
I didn't see this one, but she and Will Kemp kind of came back together with The Dancing Detective, which I did see and loved that one. So there was more dancing.
Yeah.
Yes.
So now
That
I
one,
have to go back
yeah.
and watch this then. I feel like I would like it.
This is really cute.
It is. It is a cute film.
Yeah, the Scottish movie that she did, has a cameo in that. And if you remember, this took place, that was the movie that was the year after this one, and he did this little cameo like, hey, he said something like, haven't we danced before or something like that, like, and so there was like a little fun play on that. But yeah, so Lacey Chabert movies are always the ones I look forward to. I was not looking forward to this one when I heard, oh, it's a dance movie, but turned out to be really good. So all right. Shannon, The Christmas Secret.
Yeah, so this is another old Hallmark. So a couple of these movies actually I hadn't seen until maybe 2020-ish, including The Christmas Secret. It's from 2014. And I think it's one of the best of old Hallmark movies and mysteries, as they used to have. Bethany Joy Lenz stars. I think she shines in her role. She's single mom Christine, who's basically down on her luck. She moved to a new town. She's navigating this, I'm going to call him an abusive ex. I think they probably would, but I mean, that's basically what he is in the movie. Grayson Holt plays him. And she's basically just trying not to get fired from her job. She's trying to make ends meet. She just wants her kids to have a good Christmas. So she basically, what happens is she doesn't show up for her job on time because she stops to help a woman who's in an accident. And when she gets to her job, they fire her. She then goes to a bakery nearby, meets Betty, who runs the bakery, and Betty starts talking to her, and basically they hit it off, and she gives Christine a job.
Now, let's be careful not to reveal the spoiler secret.
I won't give the spoiler, but I thought about that too. But long story short is the woman from the accident really wants to find out who helped her, and she runs a little shop. She sends her son to go find out who this Christine woman is, and basically he meets her, not under that name at first, but they hit it off and they start spending time together, and there's really a lovely turn of events when Christine finds out who maybe Betty might be. I think this has all the heartfelt feels. You feel for Christine. I think it's a really great performance from Bethany Joy Lenz, who's just always amazing. You feel for what she's going through. And the movie has really fun, small town, cozy vibes. I love that the community kind of like comes together, and it's just like, it's about hope. It's about miracles. It's about second chances. It's about found family at Christmas time and what extending love and maybe helping those in need at Christmas, how it can pay off in so many unexpected ways. So in my opinion, it's one of the best of old Hallmark, and I really love this one, and I watch it every year now.
I've never seen it.
You've never seen it?
I've never seen
I've
it.
never
I
seen
don't
it either.
remember it. I feel like I
All
have,
right.
but I don't remember.
Oh,
Add it to the list.
Yeah, Bethany Joy Lenz is the only reason why this movie is good. She plays it really well. No, seriously, if it was played by like another actress, I think it would be very just like, oh, boring old Hallmark. She makes you feel like she's at her wit's end in this movie, because she is so desperate to just try to get her kids a good Christmas, and she does really well because the rest of the cast is kind of like ho hum, but she stands out in this movie. And then she didn't do a Hallmark movie for quite a while after this one.
Was this her first one?
I believe so. Yeah, maybe, or at least her first Christmas one.
I'm not sure, but yeah, I mean, I know she did the one with Andrew Walker, but that was probably after this one, probably after 2014. And that was a Lifetime.
the Christmas. And,
that one was or Snowden Christmas.
Yeah, Snowden Christmas. Yeah.
Which would have been on my list if it was a Hallmark movie, but it's not.
Oh yeah, that was. Oh, we're here. That would have been on my list too. That's one of my favorites.
Yeah. See.
So Ben, Dara, and Sarah, we didn't spoil it for you. I'm glad we didn't, because there is a secret in this movie. It's a little.
It's in the title of the film, I would assume.
Is it based off of a book?
I have no idea.
This feels like it should be a book.
Yeah,
a lot of these movies are based on books. So
I'll just say this. I'll say this about The Secret: a little far-fetched, but it works.
Maybe.
It works.
Oh, you just blew it for me, Joe. I can't watch it now.
Yeah.
No, you'll watch it. It's really worth watching. It really is. But at the end, you may go, okay, yeah, I'm sure that might have happened. Yeah. So, Shannon, I'm with you. I think this is a great one. So,
yeah, and I agree with you on the performance from Bethany Joy Lenz. I do agree that if it was someone else, I don't think I would have liked it as much.
Yeah.
She changed it for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Sarah. 5 more minutes.
Okay. This movie, if you haven't seen it, it is so good. It has to be one of the top on my list. But it's about a little girl, Clara, who was so close with her grandpa, and he owned a candy shop. And her grandpa unfortunately passed away, but she returned back home for the holidays and run the shop for her grandpa. And this unexpected customer named Jay came in looking for a job. Anyway, then she met David Hayden Jones, who played Logan, who was her ex-boyfriend, but they got to know each other, and they found her grandpa's journal, which they kept reading, and it was all about this girl that he loved, but then had to leave because he went off to the Navy or something, I believe. And it was so cute because the whole time Logan and Clara were just reading the journal, and I won't spoil the end because it's so good, but there's something with the customer Jay that ends up happening, and it's a full circle moment. And this movie, the chemistry between Logan and Clara is so good, but this movie has so much more than just the chemistry. It has so many different storylines that I just sob every time I watch it. I watched it, I think, 3 times now, and I sob every time I watched it. And Nikki just makes every Hallmark movie feel such like Hallmark, but especially this one, I felt that it was so good, and I think that this is just a magical movie. So yeah.
You sold it.
Thanks.
You did.
You've not seen this one, Dara?
I saw this one. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I think this was the first one she did right around when her dad passed, right?
That's right.
Yes,
yeah.
it was.
So
I think she was
I felt
maybe
all
filming
the
it during
things.
then.
Yeah.
Yeah. This one, that one, whew, that's a tearjerker, man.
Yeah.
This
Have
completed.
tissues if you're gonna watch it.
This completed the Nikki DeLoach Dead Grandparent trilogy, because she made 3 movies in a row where it was all about a dead grandparent. It was
Yeah.
This one.
Oh, two
It
turtle
was
doves.
Two turtle doves,
Turtle
and then there was one other one, and it was all
I
and
can't
3
think of
years
it,
in a
but I
row.
remember.
The same story. It was like, oh, my grandmother died, my grandmother died, my grandfather died, and it was just like, and of course Nikki DeLoach cries, which is what they pay her to do.
Yes.
This one is fine for me. This one, like we talked a little bit about Take Me Back for Christmas being a tearjerker, but manipulating you to cry. This one was like that for me. Like I think this one was kind of
Really?
like, we're gonna make Nikki DeLoach
I feel like it just
make
makes
you
me cry
cry.
automatically, but
Yeah. Well, I think they just they brought Nikki DeLoach into it, whether she was part of the reason the person they had in mind, but they knew that if they brought Nikki DeLoach, she'll cry. Everyone else will cry, and then you go to Christmas Con, you tell her all
Yes.
about how she made you weep about something, and then she
Yep.
cries for you, and you hug. Like that's what happens.
Nikki's always crying at her Christmas con booth with everybody. I think I cried with her. It's the best.
I
That
cried because
sounds
it took
depressing.
I cried because it took forever to get through her line.
Stop.
I wasn't too busy. I went on
can't.
Friday night. Mine
I'm
wasn't too
muting
bad.
myself.
Wow.
Anybody,
I honestly, I don't really remember a lot of this one. I just remember the scene, the sad scene, and I can't even remember what it is. I don't remember
There's
it
a
that well, and I
million.
don't know if it's. But yeah, I remember it being sad, and I think I remember it being good or fine. That doesn't mean to say it wasn't good. I just don't remember it well. But that's all I have to say about that.
I will say it's much better than the sequel that they tried to do.
I didn't watch. I didn't even try to watch the sequel.
Yeah, it was Reunited at Christmas and Two Turtle Doves, where Nikki lost her grandparents. So this was the third movie in a row of a grandparent lost and the focus of the story. So the grandparent trilogy. All right, Dara.
Dead grandparent trilogy.
Holiday Road.
2023 is batting 1,000. Clearly, 'cause
Obviously.
this is my fourth. I didn't even I didn't realize how many from 2023 I put down. But clearly that was a good year for me. We have an ensemble cast led by Warren Christie and Sarah Canning. And this is about 9 strangers who have to get home because flights are canceled. And they have to go from Portland to Denver. And along the way, it's a bunch of, shenanigans and tomfoolery. And then a dash of romance sprinkled in. This one it hit me over the head. Like the comedy, the heart, the diversity, the shenanigans, all of it was just a beautiful cocktail of Christmas. And I think this one hit it. The karaoke scene alone in the van with the older Asian couple just like set me off. And I said from then on out, like, sign me up. I want to be a part of this group. And I loved Sarah Canning and Warren Christie's chemistry. And this one is just super endearing, I think. And then the how they tied the loop on each, whether it was a couple or a singular person, but you got to tie the loop with each storyline as to why they were getting home and what happens when they get home. And it was just beautiful. This was beautiful storytelling.
I remember watching this movie, and I want to say there was a social media person on there posting the whole thing that was going on through their
Yes.
anxiety and all that. Okay, I remember it. Yeah, that was a fun watch.
Mm-hmm. It was a good
this
ensemble
one was a lot of
movie.
fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. The
And Warren
ensemble
Christie.
movies.
I love Warren Christie.
Ensemble movies usually don't work very well on Hallmark. This one worked pretty well, but it was good because they were all together. I think that's why it worked. And they didn't try to like go from house to house and show a story. Try to fit in like 6 storylines in one movie in different locations. So I think that's the reason why this one worked a little bit better.
It sounds really good. Again, I haven't not watched this one, but it does sound good.
Your list is
No
getting
pun intended,
long,
but
Sarah.
buckle up.
It's getting long, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. We have Ben. Hitch for the Holiday.
I didn't know this was a Hallmark one.
Yeah, I'm reaching way back in the Hallmark canon to 2012. This stars Joey Lawrence and then a fairly unknown Emily Hampshire as a couple who find each other to get through family functions during the holiday season because neither one of them is dating anyone serious, even though their parents want them to be dating someone seriously. Dara seems to love this film. Emily Hampshire, for
I
those
muted
of you who
myself.
don't know,
I'm sorry.
for those of you who don't know Emily Hampshire, she was a co-star on Schitt's Creek for 6 seasons. She played Stevie, the manager of the Rosebud Motel, and I loved her in this film. And when I saw that she was in Schitt's Creek, it took me a while to put the two together, and then I went, well, no wonder I like her so much. This was a fun watch. Joey played a happy-go-lucky Italian Catholic who was interested in this simple Jewish girl because of their chance meeting on an app that or it wasn't an app at that time. It was more like a Craigslist ad that they got together in a platonic way just to get through the holidays with their families. And it's a fun watch.
Yeah, I think I watched this one
No notes.
before I was even into Hallmark, and I didn't even really realize it was a Hallmark movie either. But I love Schitt's Creek, so I loved her in it, and I thought it was really good.
I have not seen this one technically. I know about it, and I've wanted to watch it, and I'm not really sure why I haven't. Maybe it's like one of those things where I'm like, oh, Emily Hampshire's in this movie, and then I don't know the name of it. So now I've added it, and I'm going to watch it because I love Emily Hampshire. I love Schitt's Creek, so
It's another one of those movies on my list that I've presented that I actually own in my iTunes library. I love this movie.
So good.
Yeah,
So good.
this is a good one. I'm not going to say it's because of Joey Lawrence, but like he's fine in this movie. But I think Emily is probably the reason why this movie is really good. So
yeah. Arnie brings up in the
Yes.
chat that he wants me to bring up a moment where they deal with Hanukkah candles, and Joey Lawrence's character played he's Rob, an Italian Catholic, doesn't know what Hanukkah is all about. So Emily has him light the candles in front of her family, and at the end of lighting it on the first night, he then blows them out like a birthday cake, which you're not supposed to do.
Wow.
Just one of those funny moments in the film, but it's a great movie.
that's their way of teaching you about things, I guess, back then. So
Yeah.
all right, my fourth choice, and I brought this one only because Dara stole my first choice from Katie. 5-Year Christmas Party. This
is so good.
I like Sealed with a little bit better, but this was really good. I loved the idea that they retold a relationship that took 5 years to come together, because you know what? That's reality. The choice of meeting someone in a week and ready to get married, it happens, but that usually doesn't end well. This is good. You're friends. You build a relationship. Little exaggerated at times, but the relationship between these two is so great. The thing that drove me nuts, and again, I'll mention the Facebook Hallmark groups because they drive me nuts, is how many people complained about how she is taller than him and how that's so stupid. And I hated that. I was like, no, I liked that. It's a unique couple. It's different. We don't all have to be this. They don't have to be this cookie cutter design of what the typical Hallmark couple is. This was so
Yes.
well. This worked so well. I love this movie. I'll let it go. I'll let you guys talk about it.
Dara.
I thought it was really good as well. This was a 2024 one, right? Because I remember, I think it was 2024.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I love this one too. I thought the story was great and the two leads have good chemistry. That's funny that people were saying about the tall thing because I agree. I don't like when every single couple's like a cookie cutter. So I don't mind things like that.
Yeah, I
And I knew
agree.
this was
And I
going to be
feel like,
good. Sorry.
oh no, it's okay. All good. I think there's a delay. No, Dara, go ahead because you had more to say. Go ahead.
I have self-control. Go ahead.
Agreed about the couple and them being different. Like that was so refreshing to see. So refreshing to see I mean, Katie Finlay definitely gives a different variation on what the female lead can look like in terms of having short hair, maybe being like dressing more masculine instead of always being super feminine. Like that was really cool. And then I really liked that they were industry because I bartend and I'm in the industry. It was nice. It was like people need to, or even having, Christmas podcasts, you're just really busy, right? So you don't really get to sit down and relax and like do your thing during Christmas, like the Hallmark movie show. So it was nice to kind of see that take on it. And then I have one more thing to mention about this because I've been thinking about this movie since Sealed with the List came up. But Katie Finlay, awesome. But no, the apartment, Joe, you mentioned earlier about a house being small or apartment being small. I think that they showed that in this movie too. And that was another really cool thing to see it look like just a normal person who that's what they can afford, So that was pretty cool. Sorry. Dara. Back to
No,
you.
you're good. Because I needed to calm down anyway. So this was great. I knew this was going to be good because this was written by the same guy who wrote Ghosts of Christmas Always. And so once I found that out, I was like head into this, and this was just like 6 crowns. Like it was amazing. And I loved that it was more character driven than plot driven, which is why I think a lot of people found it slow because the story was more about them as people and not more so them doing something or trying to, like with Holiday Road, where their goal was to like get back home. This is just you're following the story of just two people and their relationship over a 5-year period, which I thought was so sweet and so beautiful. And Jordan Fisher, my goodness. And it was a crime they didn't have him really sing. But this was fantastic.
I was wondering if
I
someone
love
would
when they
bring
put
that
him
up.
in movies because I love when they put him in movies. He was on the one Hanukkah one because he's like, I love Broadway too, and he's a Broadway icon. So I just, it's so good. It's
Icon.
Yes.
I have to disagree with all of you. I hated this movie.
Oh, Ben, you're wrong.
I could not stand
my heart.
No. I'm sorry, Joe,
Shrunk.
but I have contempt for you adding this list, as much contempt as I have for you not including White Christmas on your best 25 films of all time.
There's a reason, but this is a good movie. I think Dara and Shannon love it more than I do. So, but we could talk about we could have a discussion about White Christmas another time. But there's a reason why that movie's not on my list. So, okay, Shannon, Christmas House 2.
Yeah. So this one kind of has it all, and I feel like because with Crashing with the Snow was also 2021, and I realized this is also 2021. And I feel like this was also ushering in a new era of Hallmark. Just like a brief breakdown, the Mitchell family is back. Mike, who's also the handsome Justice, played by Robert Buckley, gets approached to be featured with his family in a reality competition show. But the competition gets heated when Brandon, played by Jonathan Bennett, decides he has to beat his brother and prove that he is the real king of Christmas. Treat Williams and Sharon Lawrence also star again as they're calling them Billis, which is hilarious in this movie. But I think it has it all. It has hijinks. You have comedy. You have adult relationships and conversation again. And you have a queer couple navigating parenthood. It's an ensemble comedy. And I think a lot of the tropes that this movie is showing, and the ensemble comedy and how it's, I just feel like it does it really successfully, and it sort of ushered in Haul Out the Holly and then Three Wise Men and a Baby. So I really think that this was kind of like the first time they did another really successful ensemble movie. They were also depicting of adult relationships, like Andy and her ex-husband shows up in this movie, and she's having to navigate, set boundaries for her ex-husband to not just show up. And then even Jonathan Bennett talking to his partner about how being queer, and he doesn't use the word queer, but he says, like, for us it's different and we have to prove ourselves in so many different ways. Like, that was really awesome to see. There were just so many different aspects of this movie that I think they did really well. Plus, I just think Treat Williams and Sharon Lawrence do an amazing comedic job in this Christmas House too. Not to mention that you get breaking the fourth wall in this one. So they're actually talking to the camera. It's a different thing for Hallmark altogether. It's like a Modern Family kind of thing. I think they do it well. I think it's funny. And there's some like innuendo in this with Treat Williams and Sharon Lawrence and the script that they're working on. They're kind of giving like a Eugene Levy and Catherine O'Hara performance in this, I think. I think it's all around really fun, and it covers a lot of firsts, or like successful firsts for Hallmark, kind of in that era to like lead into where we are today. So that's why I love this one. And in a way, I think it might even be better than the first one. I would have to rewatch the first one again. I rewatched this one now, and I knew Christmas House was already on the list. So I'm like, well, I can't do the first Christmas House. But when this came out, I remember feeling like I really liked a lot of the comedy in this one, maybe even more than the first one. So what do you guys think?
I've heard so much about this movie. And I have not watched it, unfortunately, but I've heard so much about it.
I haven't seen it either.
Jonathan and Robert, I love them.
They're amazing.
I like the second film better than the original.
There we go. Okay, so I'm not the only one.
No, you're not.
I don't know if I remember if I like the sequel better than the first or not. I like both of them. It's actually a sequel that works, which is very rare for Hallmark. This poster does not do it justice. This poster is so stupid. But yeah, Robert Buckley in this one is so good. The lawyer
Robert
show
Buckley in anything is good.
This is the lawyer show.
That part.
This is when it opens with the fake lawyer show he's on or whatever. Yeah, like it's really just good. I think that's what's funny about it. I think they went really broad humor in this one more than the first one, if I remember right. But I think this is a good choice. So, yeah. And Sarah, add it to your list.
Okay.
I feel like that's becoming a hashtag or something.
And Dara, too.
Yeah.
All right. Sarah, Jingle Bell Run.
Okay, I love this movie. The two leads, Ashley Williams and Andrew Walker, two of like my favorite. Basically the little plot of the movie is Avery enters a race played by Ashley Williams to possibly fundraise for the school she works at, and Wes, played by Andrew Walker, is a workout influencer. They see each other at the same race and end up getting partnered together as their team. And as they race with obstacles and challenges, they are becoming enemies to friends and eventually friends to lovers. And they end up winning the whole competition. Spoiler alert, but hopefully people have seen it. I thought that this movie is so fun, and it almost felt like I was watching a game show a little bit, or like a competition mixed with a Hallmark movie, which I thought was super fun. And Andrew and Ashley are so great together. I would love for this to be like a pair, almost like Andrew and Nikki, but I also love them, so wouldn't want that to be replaced. And I thought this was just a super creative movie idea, and I like all the different challenges they made. I thought that it was super creative, and I just had a good time with this movie.
This is probably one of my favorite roles Andrew has done because he seemed to get out of like that typical kind of like regular guy that he normally plays in the Hallmark movies, and so I was glad to see that he actually got to play like a character where he had to kind of get out of himself in a little way and kind of be because he felt a little bit like a gym bro a little bit, like that's what the energy he was giving me from this, which I like to see because that's different for him. And so I and like you said, Sarah, I love the both of them together in this. It was really engaging, and I remember enjoying this too when I watched it.
Yeah, I agree with. Yeah, he definitely seemed like a gym bro in this very much, which is kind of funny to see him like that.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
I
Andrew
like
was funny
Ashley
in the.
Williams. I like Ashley
Sorry.
Williams in
Yeah.
anything she does.
Yeah, same.
Well,
I do
not
too.
everything.
I agree.
Not everything. There's been a few things. I have to be honest. There's been a few things that have not been good. But this was okay for me. I think this was not funny enough. You have Andrew Walker and Ashley Williams together, which should have just been hysterical comedy because I think they work so well together funny wise. There's a little too much seriousness in this. And I know it's supposed to be play on like the Amazing Race TV show, which I've never seen, but I've seen clips of it. So the games in this were so goofy. It was just like, I think one of them was just like, weren't they like hitting some just stupid things into a net and like they were traveling around the world to do these dumb games, like play off of the fact that Hallmark doesn't have a budget to do the Amazing Race the right way and make fun of the games that they're in, and they're stuck in this contract and they have to race around the world and be fun. I don't know. It just was not. It did not hit to the humor that I thought it should. But it did. It was funny. It is one of her better roles. You know, I can look at a movie and say the movie's not great, but I can look at the actor and say they're the reason why they saved this from being a dumpster fire. And I think that's what I think this movie is that for me. I think both of them together work so well that the dumbness of this movie, I'm sorry to rank on it, but I think the dumbness of the movie is forgotten about. So at least my 2 cents. I have strong opinions about these movies. So all right, now we're going into our 2025. We're running real late, so we could just kind of briefly go chat about each one of these. We all saw these from last year. We only saw it for a few months ago. So, Ben, you chose Three Wise, or Dara. I'm sorry,
Nope.
you just
Dara.
Dara did Three Wisest Ben.
I did. This is my favorite of the franchise. Russell Hainline again came in on a part of the writing team on this. This is my, like, I feel like this is top tier for everybody involved, like Tyler, Paul, Andrew, but Tyler specifically shined to me in this one. He was more, there was more physicality from him. There was more animation from him. And this is what I thought the first movie was going to be. Like, this is what I wanted to see from the first movie. So when I saw this, I literally, no notes, and everything about this worked. Lachlan Monroe, everything just worked for me with this movie.
I love the whole bird scene too with this movie. That to me was like the funniest part.
Same.
It was also good
Same.
because I love these three are like my absolute favorites, but I thought that scene was so funny.
Ben?
There were a few funny moments in this that I really liked. So I can see where you're coming from, Dara, with it like feeling like they kind of finally were clicking a little bit more in this one.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
No, I thought it was a good third follow-up film in the franchise. It was a fun watch. I mean, nothing breaking, but it was a fun watch.
I'm trying to decide if I should say what I think.
Tell
about
us how
this
you
one.
really
Say
feel.
your piece.
Tell us how. Yeah. Tell us how
Should
you
I
really
break
feel.
Dara's heart now or later?
I
Right.
didn't hate this one, but this is the worst.
Okay,
of the
that's
three.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not bad.
I think only because it didn't have a story. it had a collection of short stories put together into one movie. The second one was
that's
the better.
that is a fair assessment.
I think the second one is much better than this one. I think maybe the first is probably the best of all of them. But yeah, I think that was my main.
This one was my favorite of the three.
Yeah. So Dara and I aren't getting along today.
Agreed.
That's
why I haven't been on here probably.
Oh.
Wow.
All right, Ben. You chose We Met in December.
Yes. You know what?
I was going to choose this one too.
This movie fired on all cylinders. It had the perfect romantic meeting between the two lead characters. Autumn Reeser and Niall Mater had undeniable chemistry in this film, and they brought it in every scene that they had. And when they were able to meet at the very end of the film in the candlelight in a church, I wept. It took me to just this old feeling of what an old-fashioned romantic comedy was. And it just, for me, this movie worked on all levels. This was one of my favorite picks of all of 2025. And for me, goes to the top of the list of one of those that Hallmark should keep in their rotation for years to come. It is one of the top films for me.
Dara agrees.
This was my number
I watched
two,
one
man.
with
This was my number two, man.
It was
So I'm
so
right there
good.
with you.
I watched this one with me and my cousins,
This
and
was
we
a
were
lot of fun.
freaking out the entire movie. It was so much fun. It was so much fun. Such a good movie. I'm obsessed with this. I love Niall Matter and Autumn Reeser too. So good.
I was happy to see
All
Autumn
right, let's
Reeser
hear what you
back.
thought of it, Joe.
And
This was
Joe's gonna hate all over this.
No, I'm not. This is actually number
Oh my
five.
God, oh my God.
This was number 5 on my list, if
Okay.
I remember right. On my ranking.
Oh.
The only reason why it wasn't higher is I didn't like the ending. I thought the ending was kind of
Really?
Yeah, the meeting in the church. I think they needed that big Christmas moment at the tree. I was waiting for that big Christmas moment. And then him walking into the church, and she turns around and goes, "Oh, hey, there you are." Yeah, it didn't do it. It didn't.
I can see that.
But the kiss in the elevator, holy crap! You know, like that is clearly was the best scene from this movie, and probably the best kiss of the year. So,
Agreed.
Yes.
yeah. So great pick. You know, I think a few tweaks, this could have been probably number 1 for me. So, all right, but I had to choose because you guys all took all the ones that I wanted to choose. I chose A Killer Christmas Vacation. Now, this was number 3 for me, or 2. So overall, do I really believe it was the second of the best movie of Christmas movie? Not really, but I really liked it personally. I think these 3 together, Brandon Routh, Jonathan Bennett, and Eden Sher, were great siblings. They actually felt like siblings. They actually looked like siblings. Andrew Walker, 3 Wisest Men, guys. Sorry, did I say something wrong?
You ain't right. You ain't right for that. You ain't right.
They just don't look like brothers. Come on.
That's so funny.
Yeah. Eden Sher needs to be in more movies. She was the best thing about this movie. Her and Jonathan Bennett as siblings is perfect, and Brandon Routh is that weird older sibling who doesn't act anything like them, and it worked really well. The end scene with the dad, I mean, God, if you didn't cry at that, then you have no feelings.
I
believe this
guess
was
I'm
Eden
dead
Sher's
inside.
first Hallmark film, wasn't it? Was this Eden Sher's first Hallmark film?
Yeah,
I think so.
Yeah,
I think so.
Yeah,
And she
I
wrote it,
I loved
correct?
her in the middle. I'm sorry.
Oh.
She wrote it, I believe. I believe
No,
Eden Sher wrote
no.
it.
I don't believe so. She was contacted by Jonathan Bennett to say, "Hey, do you want to do a movie with us? We're shooting in Europe." and she was dragged away from doing her regular podcast that she does with her former co-star from The Middle, and went over to Europe. And this was before she was pregnant.
Oh,
Got it. Got it. Got
I
it.
know who
Sorry,
wrote this.
I
Tracy and Dream wrote
misunderstood.
this.
Okay. Got
But
it. got it.
Jonathan
She's
Bennett
a-
had an input into the story. I think
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
kind of
he-
what you're
got it.
thinking about. Yeah.
Yeah, he had the story idea. But and Tracy's a good
Got
writer.
it.
I mean, she did Magic of Lemon Drops, Holiday Crasher, all of that.
I love the Lemon Drop
Yeah,
film.
Jonathan
That was
and
such a good
Jonathan
movie.
and Brandon were friends from when they were younger, so that's how they came up with this, I think, too.
Very nice.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
this
pull
was,
a Joe and say I didn't love it. I thought it was just okay, but I thought the ending was really good. I did cry at that ending part, but I thought it was just okay.
I think Dara and I
I just didn't wish they.
we have a new show of Dara and I Hallmark battles because
I feel like it makes for good TV though, because then we
of course
can
it
just
does.
stress
If
that
we
we're
all
gonna-
just
Sign
said
me
this
up,
is an
I'll watch.
amazing movie, if this is an amazing movie, if we all said the same thing about that same movie, this would be the most boring podcast ever. So
Yeah.
yeah. What were you guys? Go ahead. You were in the middle of a thought.
No, me,
I
I
was
was
gonna
done.
say. Oh.
Dara, no, you were. Dara
No,
was
no,
the-
you go. Yeah, you go.
I was gonna say the dad part didn't work for me. And then Brandon's romance felt super forced. And so what saved this movie for me was the sibling dynamic, and Eden Share alone is what made the movie for me.
Yeah. Okay. We have two more. Then we have to choose our movies. Shannon, Christmas Baby.
Yeah, I mean, right off the bat, this is talk about new Hallmark. I mean, this is another historic one for Hallmark because it's the first time we're seeing two female main characters romantically. So to have two queer female couples, two queer female leading ladies is so awesome. And that to me was great, but then it was also like, well, is it gonna be good though? And so after seeing it, I think it was really good. It was really heartfelt. It was just showing like depicting family really well, and what it looks like to adopt. So the process of adoption, a lot of times with former Hallmark movies, is they made it seem very simple and didn't really put a lot into it. And, people who know about adoption know that that's not how it goes. So the great thing about this movie, and I actually heard Topher Grace, who wrote this movie, talk about this specifically, is they spent a lot of time researching that process and making sure that what they were showing was a little bit more accurate than what old Hallmark would have shown. And I think that Barbara Niven did a fantastic job in her role of just showing what that adoption process would look like. And then the characters, Ali Lieber and Kat Burrell, are so adorable. I love them so much. They do such a great job in their as their characters. And one of my favorite scenes in this is when Kat Burrell is talking about this, like about a fish and how it compares to kind of like but if you've seen it, then you know I'm talking about the fish story. That's all I'll say. And it's just really, really great, really, really heartfelt, and I absolutely loved it.
Yeah, you mean Candace Cameron, who goes and stays at a little town and just decides, oh, I'm going to take home this kid.
Yeah.
That's not reality.
No, but for some people, I guess.
This was a great movie. You know what? Once in a while, Hallmark makes a movie that doesn't feel like a Hallmark movie. Because it feels more like a real movie. And I hate to say real movie, but something that you may actually like watch at the movie theater. Once in a while they do that. Yeah.
You're not wrong. A lot of Hallmark is just contrived.
Yeah. This actually feels that way for me. So.
For sure.
Yeah, I thought the story was really pretty, and I enjoyed this movie. For me, it was like more middle of the road for the 2025 movies, but I thought it was a beautiful story, and I did like the adoption process and all.
Uh-oh, Dara, why are you smiling?
Oh no! I was still listening. I'm sorry.
Okay, I thought you were about ready to.
No. Even though we only got like 24, 27 movies, I still haven't seen all the Christmas movies from last year, and this was one of them. So that's why I was taking in everything people were saying.
Okay. Now you had a smile on your face. That's why I was just kind of curious.
It wasn't one of those like you're gonna hate me type smiles. I promise.
You know, I brought this up when I was on your channel because we reviewed it live.
Yeah.
I think this movie works for certain people more than others. For me, it was, I have a kid. I have a daughter, so Cat Burrell's like whole like discussion of like, oh, I'm gonna mess this up, blah 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 blah. That's what you do. When I was driving her home from the hospital, I was like, oh crap, what am I gonna? Oh, this kid's not gonna do well. But you just think that way, but in reality, it's fine. It works out. So I think there's definitely people who have kids who understand it, maybe also in a queer relationship that understand it. And then others, it's just kind of middle of the road. And I get that. And it's, but I don't know. I felt this was a really strong one. However, Sarah chose the one that I thought was the best of the year. Merry Christmas, Ted Cooper.
Yes. This is, out of all the Hallmark movies I watched, my number one Hallmark movie. There's everything about this was so good. First of all, Robert Buckley and another Kimberly Sustad one. I love it so much. And I love how their relationship grew throughout the movie. I just saw it getting stronger and stronger. And when they got stuck in the escape room and they both opened up to each other, that was really cute. The whole thing at the end where Hope thought he was cheating on her, that's something I feel like I've never seen too much in a Hallmark movie, which I loved. And oh my gosh, Brendan Penny is the news reporter, was so funny. I thought that was great. And I know everyone loved that because I saw so many memes and stuff about that after. And all the walking scenes too in the walking group where Ted Cooper got his like walking jacket, that was cute. And then the kiss at the end was one of the best Hallmark kisses, I feel like, in 2025 because they showed everyone reacting to it. It was so like spontaneous. Everything about this movie is so good. It's so funny. It's so Hallmark like when they dance together. The sign language, so many good parts. I loved it.
It's the best one from last year.
Yes.
I think this was my top one from last year too, honestly. I mean, between this and like Christmas Baby and yeah, this one was one of my I love Robert Buckley.
Same.
On the three movies that Joe asked us to include from 2025, this was.
Yep. Did we lose everybody? Oh no.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh, there we go.
Sorry, you guys froze for a second.
Oh.
Yep.
Yeah.
I thought it was me.
No,
I thought it was
all
me
of us.
too.
Sorry about that. Did we hear about my favorite moment in the film?
No. Yeah, no. That just as you were talking. So hurry up.
Okay.
What happens
Okay.
again?
Arnie bringing up in the chat about the odds board in the newsroom of everyone trying to take odds on what horrible thing would happen to Ted on camera. It was awesome.
Yeah.
So good.
Yes, I love that part too.
Yeah. Cool.
Hilarious.
All right. Well, so I got to set something up here. Let me see if I can get this to work. I didn't get a chance to test this before we started, so we're going to have to just see if this does. Tier list has been causing me all problems all day, but this is how we're going to choose. So let's see if we can see if everyone's still here. And we are. Okay. So we each get to choose one movie as our favorites. And instead of going through each one, I'm just going to have each person choose their one in order. And then basically, these are going to be the 5 movies that I have to include. So Dara, out of all the movies that we talked about that's not yours, which one do you want to choose?
Love at the Thanksgiving Day Parade for 500.
Where is that? Oh, crap. Did it not add it? Oh, there it is.
Joe
Boom.
doesn't want to add it.
No, I do. It's fine. Ben?
Oh, shoot.
Holiday Hotline.
Holiday Hotline. Shannon.
Oh, Joe, can we go back? I want to take Holiday Hotline off.
Oh, all right. I guess I can allow it.
No, I want to do the Christmas ornament.
Thank you. There it is. It was going to be on the list regardless if anyone chose it or not. I just FYI, but now that you've chosen it, it is now official.
It's just a solid film.
Yeah. All right, Shannon.
It includes the 2025 movies?
Yeah.
Yes, right?
Of all the ones that we talked about. Yep.
All the ones we talked about. Oh, this is so hard. Why? Don't make me choose. Merry Christmas, Ted Cooper.
Merry
Thank you.
Christmas,
Yes.
Ted Cooper. Okay.
Yes,
Sarah.
We met in December.
We met in December. I am going to choose Sealed with a List. So I think those 5 are really good choices. It's fun that we have 2 2025 ones on there because it was a pretty good year overall, you know. So a couple of things just real quick as just wrapping this up. Dara, how can people find you and follow you?
Are you able to hear me okay?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm at Dear Hallmark, DEAR Hallmark on Instagram primarily. You may see me on Facebook, but it's tumbleweed over there, so don't even try. And I'm also on YouTube as well, and then wherever your ear takes in podcasts. I have at least one episode every week, and right now I'm doing a Mahogany rewatch for Black History Month and just rewatching all the Hallmark Mahogany movies.
Nice.
Great. Ben?
All right, Dara, I just followed you on Instagram, so thank you for that.
Thank you.
You can find me on Pepper Tree Villa on YouTube. My brother controls most of our social media accounts with Instagram and Threads and sometimes Blue Sky. But we focus mainly on YouTube, and we are live every Monday night at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific with our live stream PTV Live. And I post new original content every Thursday morning at 10 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Pacific, usually talking about food and other things that I'm interested in.
Mm-hmm. Shannon?
Yes, so I am a guest host on Christmas Morning podcast, usually monthly. So you can find me there. But you can also follow me on Instagram. I'm at Shannon Dubose _VO. Shannon Dubose VO. And I'm working on some audiobooks right now, so you can follow along with my my career there.
Okay. Sarah?
I cannot wait to follow everybody, but you can follow me on Instagram at Haul Out the Hallmark. Haul is HAUL, out the Hallmark. And I do fun unboxings of like Hallmark Stars products, reviews, star things, and I have a lot of fun. So yeah.
Okay. So a couple things on my channel just as we go along here. And if you haven't checked out my rankings of the 2025 Christmas movies, I sat and wrote script, and it's an hour long where I talk about all the things I like and hated about these movies. the Gremlins Museum is a new video that just I put out last week. I actually got to, when I went to Oregon in November, I drove up to Seattle and I got to see this awesome museum of Gremlins animatronics and puppets. It was pretty impressive, and I documented that. Tomorrow night I'm going live again, only because it is the 4th anniversary of my channel. My channel debuted 4 years ago on February 16th. I'm sharing the time with the Christmas Cousins and a couple other special guests. We're going to drink beer and eat donuts and just probably chat about stuff, and Chad will bring up my hair, and that'll probably be a lot of fun. But the big news is I decided to rework one of my videos coming out this week. The Year in Christmas 1989. Now, I've already put this out, but I kind of half-assed did it back in 23 because I wasn't sure what I was going to do. I then, when I did all the rest of the 80s, I put a lot more effort into it. I missed a lot of things in 1989, so this week is revised version of my 1989 video because I just could not stand the fact that it was different from all the other ones. So that will be coming out. That will be coming out this week. I'm just battling copyright claims left and right with YouTube. So once I get those all resolved, that video will be live. Thank you, everybody. 2-hour-long discussion of Hallmark movies. Didn't think it would be that long, but we had a lot to say, and I thank you all for joining me. I will be doing a Hallmark 100 countdown videos sometime this year. I will be asking everyone who participates in these to help me with that and be part of the video. So I will be reaching out to you later on this year to help me with that. But thank you all for watching. Join me tomorrow. Follow everybody here on Instagram, YouTube, all those things that they mentioned. And remember, stay off the naughty list.